Hello, cherished friends. In a world increasingly focused on quick fixes in pill bottles and hospital rooms, especially for those of us navigating life after 60, there exists a powerful, yet surprisingly overlooked, natural remedy. It's a humble fruit, brimming with remarkable properties that can help defend against one of the most formidable diseases of our time. Oddly enough, it's a gem rarely mentioned by most doctors. You don't need a hefty bank account, a special prescription, or an advanced degree in nutrition to access it. This potent ally might already be sitting in your kitchen or just a short walk away at your local market. But why does this extraordinary discovery remain so seldom discussed? Why has it been overshadowed by complex medical jargon and intimidating treatment plans? Imagine this: by simply incorporating this unassuming fruit into your daily meals, you could be actively building a robust, natural defense system within your body. This system would quietly, yet powerfully, help shield you from one of the most dangerous diseases of our era. No harsh treatments, no invasive procedures, just the genuine, healing power of thoughtful nutrition. In fact, groundbreaking research, including a collaborative study by the Carlos III Health Institute and C2, has revealed that a Mediterranean diet, thoughtfully rich in fruits and vegetables, could diminish the risk of colorectal cancer by a significant 16% when compared to the typical Western diet. So, what exactly is this incredibly powerful fruit? Why is it increasingly recognized as one of nature's most powerful allies in the fight against cancer? And most importantly, how can you be sure you're using it most effectively to reap all its benefits? Stay with me, and let's uncover this secret together. If this message resonates with you, please help us spread this important information. If you like this video, share it with your loved ones and subscribe to this channel so we can journey together toward vibrant aging. In the comments, I'd love it if you shared where you watched the video and your age. I truly enjoy connecting with our growing community. Keep watching until the end, because as always, the deepest insights are waiting for you in the final moments, and you don't want to miss them. Let's get started. 1. The hidden perils of packaged fruit juices. When we contemplate foods that might elevate our cancer risk, our minds often conjure images of greasy fast food, processed meats, or deep-fried snacks. But what if I told you that one of the most common breakfast items found in senior households, and one that's often seen as healthy, could also be silently undermining your well-being? I am referring to bottled or boxed fruit juices, those brightly colored cartons of orange, apple, or tropical blends that line nearly every supermarket aisle. Many individuals, especially those over 60, routinely begin their mornings with a tall glass of fruit juice, genuinely believing it to be a smart, vitamin-rich way to kickstart their day. However, the truth concealed within those cartons is far less appealing. Here's what you're genuinely consuming: a complex concoction primarily composed of sugar, artificial flavors, chemical preservatives, and a surprisingly minimal amount of actual fruit content. A recent 2019 report from the American Institute of Nutrition and Food Safety unequivocally confirmed that the vast majority of commercial fruit juices undergo extensive processing. Through pasteurization and concentration techniques, they are often stripped of their natural nutritional value. One of the most significant red flags is the alarmingly high concentration of free fructose present in packaged juices. Unlike the naturally occurring sugars intrinsically bound within whole fruits, this free fructose rapidly floods the bloodstream, triggering sharp spikes in blood sugar, promoting insulin resistance, and over time, leading to chronic inflammation. This profound metabolic disruption creates precisely the kind of internal environment where abnormal cellular growth and the overall risk of cancer significantly increase. What's even more concerning is the impact of pasteurization. During this heat treatment, which is employed to extend shelf life, most of the juice's naturally occurring vitamin C, vitamin E, and enzyme content are tragically destroyed. So, that glass of orange juice touted as immune boosting is doing far less for your actual health than you might imagine, and could, in fact, be causing more harm than good. Think about it: if you consume just one glass of packaged juice each day, that equates to ingesting over 7,000 grams of added sugar annually, without gaining any of the vital fiber, beneficial antioxidants, or satiating benefits you would derive from simply eating the whole fruit. Still not convinced? Ask yourself, are you currently drinking store-bought fruit juice on a regular basis? If so, please type yes in the comments. If you've already successfully broken this habit, type no. I am genuinely interested in understanding where you are in your personal wellness journey. But here's the encouraging news: there's a much simpler, smarter, and healthier alternative. Instead of instinctively reaching for packaged juice, consider opting for freshly blended smoothies with whole fruits, infused water, simply eating the fruit itself, e.g., orange slices, a crisp apple, or a handful of berries. These choices deliver essential fiber, vital hydration, and natural nutrients without the sugar overload or the unwelcome chemical additives. And as promised, we're now getting closer to uncovering the surprising fruit that scientists are hailing as one of the most powerful anti-cancer allies readily available in your kitchen. It's naturally sweet, incredibly hydrating, rich in beneficial antioxidants, and when used correctly, it can truly be a game-changer for your immune system and overall cellular health. Ready to discover what it is? Stay with me, because the final, groundbreaking revelation is just ahead, and you absolutely won't want to miss this one. 2. The perils of processed cheese. That golden, gooey slice of processed cheese melting over your toast or sandwich might seem like a comforting indulgence, something warm and familiar to begin your day. But take a much closer look, because what appears to be a harmless treat could, in fact, be concealing serious health concerns, especially as we mature and become more susceptible to long-term dietary risks. A groundbreaking 2023 study from the Institute of Nutrition and Health Research in Barcelona, conducted in collaboration with INSB, uncovered something alarming. Consuming processed cheese on a regular basis may increase the development of cancer cells by up to 23% compared to those who avoid it entirely. This isn't just a minor statistic, it's a significant wake-up call for anyone looking to genuinely protect their health through nutrition. So, what exactly is the problem with processed cheese? For starters, it's heavily loaded with saturated fats, the type that silently fuels chronic inflammation throughout your entire body. That appealingly creamy texture you enjoy frequently comes from a cocktail of synthetic emulsifiers, artificial preservatives, and unhealthy hydrogenated oils, ingredients primarily designed for extended shelf life and manufacturing convenience, not for your overall wellness. Inflammation, while often subtle at its onset, has been definitively identified by leading researchers as one of the primary driving forces behind tumor formation and the progression of several types of cancer. Among the most dangerous of these pervasive additives are trans fats. According to the World Health Organization, consuming as little as 2 grams of trans fats per day can elevate the risk of cardiovascular death by a staggering 34%. This is a startling figure that carries an even greater impact for older adults, whose bodies naturally process toxins at a slower rate. This means that the harmful components frequently found in processed cheese tend to accumulate over time, leading to increased cellular damage, accelerated aging, and a heightened risk of long-term diseases. But here's a useful, less commonly known tip: if you've already consumed processed cheese, there's no need to panic. There's a small, proactive step you can take. Consider pairing it with fresh herbs like basil, arugula, or parsley. These vibrant herbs contain potent natural compounds and antioxidants that actively support healthy digestion and may help counteract some of the inflammatory effects associated with saturated fats. While it's certainly not a cure, it represents a smart approach to balance. That said, the most effective long-term strategy remains simple and impactful. If you're over 60, aim to limit your processed cheese intake to no more than 25 grams per week, which is roughly the size of a single slice. And an even better option is to switch entirely to natural cheeses that are minimally processed, such as those crafted from goat or sheep milk. These superior cheeses are typically lower in sodium, entirely free of synthetic preservatives, and may even offer easier digestibility for many individuals. You'll often discover these healthier varieties at organic markets, local farms, or specialized health food stores, where genuine quality and freshness are paramount priorities. If this vital insight surprised you or helped clarify something about your daily habits, please go ahead and like, share, or subscribe so you never miss invaluable, science-backed health advice like this again. Now, prepare yourself for something even more exciting, because scientists in the US have recently uncovered a specific nutrient so remarkably powerful in its fight against cancer that they've affectionately nicknamed it the Golden Shield. This extraordinary nutrient is naturally present in a food you likely already have readily available in your kitchen. However, chances are you've been preparing it incorrectly, thereby missing out on the majority of its incredible protective benefits. Are you ready to find out what it is? Stay tuned, because the most important revelation is coming up next. 3. Canned fish in refined oil, a convenient choice with hidden dangers. That small tin of canned fish residing in your pantry might initially strike you as a remarkably convenient and healthy dietary choice. It's packed with protein and beneficial omega-3s, right? However, before you instinctively reach for it to prepare your lunch, there's something critically important you absolutely need to understand. While fresh fish is undeniably one of the paramount sources of nutrients that actively boost both heart and brain health, canned fish, particularly those varieties preserved in refined industrial oils, can quietly morph into a hidden health hazard. Now, let's be unequivocally clear, the fish itself is not the problem. In fact, species like sardines, tuna, and mackerel are outstanding sources of essential fatty acids, high-quality protein, and vital vitamins. The genuine danger lies in the liquid they are preserved in. Many commercially available canned fish products utilize low-cost, highly processed oils such as refined soybean oil, industrial sunflower oil, or canola oil. These oils, while ubiquitous in packaged goods, are alarmingly high in omega-6 fatty acids that have undergone severe oxidation during their manufacturing process. And this is where the problem deepens significantly. According to a pivotal 2018 study from Madrid's Institute of Biomedicine, oxidized omega-6 fats don't merely contribute to inflammation. They can, in fact, actively promote cellular environments that are highly favorable to cancer development. The concerns don't stop there. The industrial canning process itself, especially when applied to oily products, has the potential to generate toxic chemical byproducts, including harmful aldehydes and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs. Chronic inflammation has long been definitively recognized as a major contributing factor to a multitude of age-related diseases, including heart disease, debilitating arthritis, and various forms of cancer. These compounds, when ingested consistently over time, have been unequivocally flagged by the World Health Organization as probable human carcinogens. They build up silently within the body, especially as we age and our natural detoxification systems gradually slow down. You might be thinking, surely one can a week can't cause harm? But that's precisely where many individuals go wrong. It's not about the occasional indulgence. It's the aggregation of small habits, repeated consistently over extended periods, that compounds and ultimately leads to more significant, long-term health consequences. If canned fish is a regular component of your dietary routine, it is undeniably worth thoroughly rethinking how it might be impacting your long-term wellness. So, let me pose a direct question. Do you frequently consume canned fish? If your answer is yes, please type yes in the comments. If not, type no. Your response helps me gauge who is truly engaging with this information and seriously considering these insights. But here's the excellent news. There are considerably healthier ways to enjoy canned fish without sacrificing convenience. Consider these healthier options when shopping. Opt for wild-caught varieties whenever possible. Look for canned fish preserved in water or extra virgin olive oil. Select brands that clearly state, no preservatives. Choose brands that explicitly state, BPA-free cans. These seemingly minor details genuinely matter for your health. The cleaner the label, the safer the product is for your body. And remember, whenever circumstances allow, always opt for fresh fish instead. Whether it's expertly steamed, lightly grilled, gently poached, or delicately pan-cooked, fresh fish provides all the myriad benefits with none of the potentially harmful industrial additives. Even frozen fish, when prepared appropriately, consistently represents a superior option compared to something submerged in inflammatory oils. It is absolutely vital to comprehend that not all dangers come with a glaring warning label. Sometimes, they cunningly wear the deceptive mask of convenience. So, the next time you instinctively reach for that small tin, pause, reflect, and make a more informed and health-conscious choice. But don't navigate away just yet. Because if you believed salty snacks or canned fish were the only significant dietary traps, prepare to be truly surprised when you learn about a common, sweet breakfast habit that is quietly, yet inexorably, opening the door to disease for countless older adults. And yes, it's a habit many of us grew up with. That revelation is coming up right now. 4. Unlocking the power of tomatoes, the golden shield. So, what exactly is this mysterious nutrient that researchers are affectionately calling the golden shield against cancer? It's lycopene, a powerful antioxidant found abundantly in red fruits, but exceptionally concentrated in tomatoes. Lycopene acts as a natural bodyguard for your cells, diligently working to neutralize harmful free radicals, significantly reduce chronic inflammation throughout your body, and protect your precious DNA from the kind of oxidative damage that can eventually lead to the development of cancer. But here's where most people inadvertently go wrong. They consume tomatoes raw, under the assumption that this is the absolute healthiest way. While raw tomatoes are indeed good for you, compelling research from the American National Institute of Nutrition in 2017 reveals a critical detail. Your body only absorbs a mere 20 to 30% of lycopene from raw sources. However, when tomatoes are gently cooked, their lycopene undergoes a remarkable transformation, becoming far more bioavailable, absorbed at an impressive rate of up to 80 to 90%. This simple act of cooking turns this common fruit into an unparalleled nutritional powerhouse. If this is entirely new information to you, please drop a comment saying, "First time I've heard this." And if you were already aware of this amazing fact, feel free to say, "I knew it." Let's see how many of us are already harnessing the power of this incredible insight. Now, here's a crucial pro tip, especially valuable for anyone over the age of 60. Always cook your tomatoes with a small amount of extra virgin olive oil. This not only significantly enhances their flavor but also, critically, triples the absorption of lycopene, thanks to the presence of healthy fats. High heat or deep frying can unfortunately destroy some of the delicate nutrients, so remember to keep it low and slow. Just remember, don't overdo the heat. A gentle simmering for just a few minutes is all it takes to unlock these benefits. Also, it's vital not to forget that lycopene cannot work its magic in isolation. If your overall diet remains high in refined sugars, saturated fats, and heavily ultra-processed foods, you are inadvertently creating an inflammatory environment that can effectively cancel out many of lycopene's protective benefits. Think of it this way: your body is a battlefield. You want your powerful nutrients to work with you, not against a persistently toxic backdrop. The good news is that these simple changes, like cooking tomatoes gently or combining them with olive oil, can fundamentally transform your meals into potent tools for long-term wellness. It doesn't necessitate a drastic dietary overhaul, just small, consistent, and intelligent upgrades in how you prepare your food. Still with me? Excellent! Because what's coming up next is truly something special. I'm about to introduce you to a naturally sweet fruit whose incredible anti-cancer potential has truly stunned researchers around the world. It's remarkably easy to find, absolutely delicious, and likely already residing in your kitchen. Yet, very few people are utilizing it in the correct way to fully unlock its maximum benefits. Stay tuned, because, as always, the most powerful secrets are revealed last, and this particular one might just forever change the way you perceive fruit. If you're still watching or enjoying this video, please go ahead and give it a like, it genuinely helps support this channel. 5. Cherimoya, nature's sweet secret for cellular defense. Dear viewer, after all the warnings and hidden dangers we've discussed, now it's time to turn the page to something truly uplifting. Let's talk about hope, sweetness, and the healing wisdom of nature. It comes in the form of a fruit that's soft, creamy, and pleasantly sweet, yet carries within it a powerful secret, cherimoya. often known as the custard apple or the Andean heart fruit. While it may look simple, something you'd give a child or enjoy on a summer afternoon, cherimoya holds remarkable properties that science is just beginning to recognize. One powerful real-life example comes from Mr. Rafael Martinez, a 58-year-old from Granada, who was told after a medical checkup that his inflammation markers were worryingly high, potentially a warning sign. He adjusted his lifestyle and began eating cherimoya regularly. Just 4 months later, his follow-up showed remarkable improvement, reduced inflammation, better digestion, and a sense of vitality he hadn't felt in years. He even told a local radio station, "Cherimoya saved me from the shadow of cancer." According to a 2018 study by the American Center for Natural Health Research, extracts from cherimoya showed a remarkable 70% reduction in the growth of colorectal cancer cells under laboratory conditions. This surprising effect is thanks to compounds like acetogenins and natural vitamin C, which act as powerful immune defenders, especially crucial for those over 55 when the body's natural defenses begin to decline. But there's more. This fruit is also incredibly rich in fiber, which helps regulate blood sugar effectively. It contains potassium to actively support heart health and vitamin B6, which is vital for maintaining a healthy nervous system. Truly an all-in-one natural tonic for aging bodies. If you're over 55, eating half a cherimoya 3 to 4 times a week, ideally in the morning or mid-afternoon, is a perfect routine. Just remember, never eat the seeds as they contain compounds that may be harmful, and avoid consuming it on an empty stomach. So, what about you? Have you ever tried cherimoya? Maybe it reminds you of a childhood memory, or a special place. Share it in the comments and tell me which city you're watching from and how young you are. I love hearing your stories. Don't forget to like this video, share it with others over 55, and subscribe for more natural ways to live long, live strong, and live well. Because sometimes the most powerful solutions are not found in a prescription bottle. They're already waiting in your fruit bowl. And now you know, cherimoya may just be one of the most underestimated anti-cancer foods of all. If you've read or watched this far, drop a number 1 in the comments. That tells me you're here for your health and that, like cherimoya, you're saving the best for last. This is only the beginning of our journey. So, hit subscribe because we've got much more to uncover. In an era saturated with medications and complex treatments, it's easy to overlook the simple, yet profound, power of natural remedies. As we navigate our golden years, true well-being often lies not in chasing every fleeting health trend, but in making informed, conscious choices about what we consume and how we live. The insights shared today highlight that some seemingly harmless foods can subtly undermine our health over time, especially as our bodies change with age. Remember, our bodies have extraordinary resilience, and by understanding how certain foods interact with our unique physiology, we can build a stronger defense system against chronic diseases. This isn't about making radical changes, but about making small yet consistent improvements in our daily habits. Take charge of your health journey. Be curious, ask questions, and empower yourself with knowledge. Your body deserves careful care, not a one-size-fits-all approach. By making mindful choices, you not only protect your health but also create an active life filled with meaning, joy, and lasting vitality. Take care of yourself and stay healthy and peaceful.